and thanking the men and women of Oranga Tamariki and every social worker who deals with family and young people and children, Tamariki and Rangatahi, the people who make the operations of Oranga Tamariki run on a daily basis. I acknowledge them. They see the worst of the worst and the best of the best. And I thank them. Madam Speaker, the Oranga Tamariki repeal of Section 7AA Amendment Bill repeals two main aspects of the obligation imposed by the Act on the Chief Executive of Oranga Tamariki. The first obligation is that the Chief Executive must report on matters related to the Chief Executive's performance of duties in relation to titiriti o waitangi, obligations imposed to recognize and provide a practical commitment to the principle of titiriti. The second obligation is to seek and develop relationships, strategic partnerships with iwi and Maori organizations, including iwi authorities, in order to provide opportunities to and invite innovative ways, proposals to improve outcomes for Maori children, young persons, and their whānau who come to the attention of the agency. The object of the repeal, Madam Speaker, is to refocus Oranga Tamariki on prioritizing safety and well-being of children in all care arrangements. This aligns with the principle that welfare and best interests of children must always remain paramount. This refocusing on safety and well-being of children in care clarifies that cultural factors must at all times support but never compromise the best interests of the child. The Social Services and Community Select Committee have received many thousands of written submissions, over 3,700, and heard from 117 submitters in person. I take this time and opportunity to thank all the submitters for the care, the time, and the passion, and the emotion, and the difficulty that they had put in to their submissions and to submit in person, which was not easy for any of them. I also acknowledge the many submitters who spoke to us of their own personal experiences within the care system. Madam Speaker, our consideration of the repeal of the reporting requirements of the Chief Executive's duties under Section 7AA, in our consideration, we noted that Oranga Tamariki itself prepares an annual report which measures performance against standards agreed as part of annual appropriations. Oranga Tamariki also provides a quarterly report giving an overview of its progress towards its strategic directions, which, among others, set out how the agency is making a difference for children and young people, Tamariki and Rangatahi Maori, and their families and whānau. Oranga Tamariki also prepares a Safety of Children in Care annual report.
Whoa! Shit!
Cut him off. I don't want to listen to any more of him
Okay,
anyway.
no, I accidentally hit the X on there. What was it? Was it? Just a moment. Yeah, accidentally. So I'm clicking for a few different things, and I accidentally took the whole thing off.
That's all right. He wasn't worth listening to anyways because he's wrong.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's talking about, oh, they do annual reports though. Yeah, guess what? When you remove Section 7AA, what resources, what obligation does Oranga Tamariki have to keep making those reports and continue developing partnerships?
It's like saying police are going to sit down there and double the amount of speeding taxation the next year. Oh, but you're not having any more cops to sit there and do it.
No, it's just, you know, repealing it is just going to remove the framework for how Oranga Tamariki is going to provide a practical commitment to the principles, the 3 Ps of titiriti. It won't remove provisions to consider cultural factors contained elsewhere in the Act. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He hasn't read the impact statement.
No, he's probably too busy on so many select committees. That is Auntie Gwen's first national MP that has represented her in the 7 years she's lived in New Lynn.
I'm sorry for her.
Yeah. Just I thought I'd mention that considering, you know, she does live in New Lynn.